Hey everybody, I am in San Diego. I'm about to go in and get an expedited passport because I had some travel come up that I wasn't aware of. My passport has expired. So I want to walk you through this whole process of how to do this. And what I would recommend though is if you need a passport, fill it out, mail it in, and that way you don't have to do this. This is a little stressful. So normally the passport takes 8 to 12 weeks. You do expedite, it takes about 5 weeks. I am here trying to do same day passport. In order to get a same day passport, what you have to do is you have to call the passport offices. There's a number that you call. If you call that number, you explain your situation, and then they'll let you know there's a few offices around the United States where you can go to in person and make an appointment, and then go get your passport in the same day. It's kind of expensive, and they're not like all over. Like I had to travel from Utah down to California to go to this office. They had one in Denver, they had one in San Diego, LA, and so I'm down here in San Diego. I'm going to go into my appointment. I'm assuming they're not going to let me film there, nor would I even probably try to do that. But at the end of this experience, I'll tell you what happened. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I get my passport because I'm going to be leaving here in just a few days to go to Disneyland in Paris for the 30th anniversary of the Disneyland Paris and be invited to this really cool event there. So I'm hoping that this works out. All right. I'll be talking to you when I get back. Oh, and one more thing before I go in there. I don't know how long it's going to take. They could take all day. I might be there for hours. So we're going to... I'll tell you everything I can when I get back. I'm not going to film when I'm inside. I'm not going to even try. I respect everybody's privacy there, but I will come back and tell you my whole experience. And fingers crossed, I do get my passport. Okay. Oh man, I don't know about you guys. Do you get nervous at things? I mean, it causes me so much anxiety. So let me tell you exactly everything that happened. I got there. My appointment was for 10:30, and on the little thing it says don't show up more than 15 minutes early. So I was there at 10:15, right on dot, very punctual. And I get there, and there was a long line to get in. I mean, long line, and they had all these signs saying you have to have an appointment. If you do not have an appointment, you're not getting in. So I get in line, and they're letting people go through, and then it came my turn to go through. And you have to go through security. I went through security, and then it's kind of like you're in like a DMV room, you know, like where you're waiting. So you have to wait in order to get an appointment. So I had everything that you need. And this is what you need if you ever go through this process. You have to show your proof of travel that's happening. You have to have your old passport. You have to have brand new passport photos. And since I wear glasses, you can't have glasses on them. You have to be able to pay for it immediately right there. Like either credit card or check is what they accept. And so I go up, and I'm waiting a long line to get my appointment. You know how they get your appointment, then you like sit down in chairs, and it's like A14, and they call you up these windows. It was very similar to that. And so I get up to the thing, I'm just like, I don't know why it gives me anxiety, right? And I was like talking to the lady, and I was handing her my old passport, and I had all the forms. That's another thing. You have to have all your forms filled out. And I had everything filled out. So I'm giving her my forms all filled out. My old passport, my new photo without glasses, all this stuff. And I'm just like listening to what she's saying. Then the most amazing thing happened. I think it was like the office manager, and he walks behind her, and he like waves at me, and I look up at him, and he's like, Chris, he's like, you know that video you did about Zook and the dogs that they take to Disney to help children with autism? He goes, that's my favorite video you've ever done. Now keep in mind, I'm in the zone. Like I am like focusing on my passport, making sure all my papers in order because I don't want to mess this up. And I'm looking, and I couldn't even really understand what he's saying at first. I was like, what? I know your name. I don't know if I want to say it in camera because I don't know if I should. So I'm not going to say your name, but thank you so much for saying that. And then he's like, yeah, he goes, that's my favorite video you've ever done. He was talking about Zook the dog. And I was like, Provost, you like the video? And he's like, yes, it was amazing. And like when he did that, I don't know why, it just felt like all of a sudden I relaxed. I was like, oh, I'm so glad you like the video. He's like, yeah. He's like, keep up the good work. And so then I got done with that. I went and sat down, and then you wait for your number to be called. And then my number was called, and I went up to the window, and I handed the forms that they'd already given me in a pre-approved. I hand those forms over, and the guy was there talking and doing anything, and I had to pay because you have to pay more since they're doing it in person, which is fine. It was my fault. I should have had my Should have had my passport done. I was a total knucklehead. Your passport is good for 10 years. You think that in that time I could have I don't know. I just, whatever. Anyways, I get it all done. And that employee, I'm just going to call him C for short. I guess maybe his boss or his colleague or coworker, she comes walking over and she's like, that video with Zook the dog was amazing. She's like, that was so good. And she's like, I have a dog named Zeus. And she's like, I love the dog Zook. I thought that was great. And I was just like, what is going on? And so I got all those things done. Then they tell me I got approved. They then tell me, they're like, Chris, you cannot come back. You need to come back at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now it's 11, almost noon maybe. So I have a couple hours. I used to live in San Diego, and one of my favorite places to go was a place called Old Town. It's maybe 10 minutes away from here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive over to Old Town, grab some tacos. You come with me. We'll go over there. I'll show you Old Town, which is a phenomenal place in San Diego. It's super underrated. Most people don't know about it. And then I will drive back here, and hopefully everything's gonna be fine, and I'll get my passport. So, whoo, that was so, I don't know why I got so stressed. I was like, but we're fine. It's all good. All right, let's go to Old Town together. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off, and then I'll turn it back on once we get to Old Town. Okay, I just got to Old Town. I'm gonna walk around and show you. I love this place. Oh, and I forgot one other thing. If you ever are doing that expedited passport, one other thing that you have to have is you have to have proof of travel of where you're traveling to. You just can't go and say, I want it. You have to show exactly your itinerary, your proof of travel as well. So I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. All right, let's go to Old Town. Okay, so here I am in Old Town, San Diego. I just barely got off the phone with Amanda, by the way. And she's asking me, so how's the passport and everything? I'm like, oh, went great. I didn't have the heart to tell her that I'm coming to Old Town because she loves this place so much. And so she's probably watching this right now going, what the heck? But yeah, so I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you all about Old Town. This place is great. That is the Old Town Theater. They have like little plays they put on the evenings. It is fun. They usually have comedies. And here we go. This is a big little sign. It's called Big Little Sign. The Old Town San Diego State Historic Park. And Old Town claims to be like, this is where California got started. They had the very first mission was down here in 1769. That's when so I'm gonna walk through here. You got all kinds of shops, there's food. I'm gonna show you everything that's gonna see down here because I love this place so much. It's awesome. When Amanda and I first started dating, we would come down here and go on dates and go get food and eat. They got like ice cream. I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite stores over here. They have like this, see, this is Gum Sand over there. They have like all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite stores is where they have like soda pop bottles, like tons of them. This is the Sealy Stable Museum over here. Let's go in it. Here we are. This is the museum. Amanda loves this stuff. I mean, she does. I don't know what it is. Like, we did a video about calico. You can watch it, I think, over here. Calico's her favorite place on the planet. And she loves these old-timey, like, cowboys and cattle. And I think that's because her grandpa he had a ranch, and Amanda would go out there in the summer and she would work and horses, and she had jobs and everything on this ranch. She started doing that when she was, I think it was like 9, and she did it all the way through high school. Every summer she would go out to the ranch, and just her and her grandpa would work the ranch. This is the Wells Fargo US Mail coach. Okay, they called it a celebrity coach. It would carry average of 500 to 600 pounds of mail. Can you believe that? That's how much mail. There's people mailing stuff. And here's the overlay of the route. See us mailing letters from St. Louis, from Memphis, all the way down to San Diego. Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much. Okay, so the stagecoach. You could, back in the day, take a stagecoach all the way across the country. It cost $200. back then, which was just, I can't even imagine how much that would be considered today. So much. 6 people per stagecoach, 3 facing this way and then 3 facing the other way. You had 15 inches of room to sit in. That was all you had, 15 inches. And if you were sitting in the center, your feet had to be interwoven with the person sitting across from you. Another thing they said on these stagecoaches is that people would get motion sickness, like really sick because of all the wobbling like this. And they said it hurt their backs a lot because it was just going like this. There's a lot of dust was always being kicked up into the coaches, and they said it would get really hot inside there. But yeah, people said the motion sickness they got was similar to being seasick. Can you imagine? Could you just imagine doing that and just like, I mean, I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people they didn't take coaches. They walked or did horseback because that was so expensive. It still wasn't that great. All right, so I just got an inside tip. I'm gonna come through here. The inside tip. So these carriages are the bigger carriages, but the worker here said that those are not the best carriages to go outside. He goes, most people don't even see this. Go outside or go down this pathway, which nobody walks on apparently, and that they have what are smaller carriages. These smaller carriages. Hey, look, donkey. I love it. These smaller carriages were like if a really wealthy family, they would buy smaller carriages to take them to town and whatnot. So he goes, make sure you check that out. So let's go check those out right now. Oh shoot, guys, we got glass. It's the worst reflections. Let's see if I can hold my hand. Oh look, there you can see it. Look at that. Look at that little carriage. It's plush. Oh, it's got even little lamps on it. I'm trying my best so you can see. Okay, okay. I'm gonna try to get a reflection here so you guys can see this. If I hold that. Okay, all right. I think it works. Do you guys see this particular carriage? It's like this blue color. It's called the Landau. It was made in Germany, and this was one of the very first like convertible carriages. The top could come off. Sports car edition, I'm assuming. Nice. The donkey's talking, guys. He just told us that he just had breakfast. And he's like, I'm ready. Oh, that signals he wants more. He's maybe feeling a little peckish. All right, we're walking down here into the center of Old Town. This is the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Restaurant. The choicest refreshments constantly on hand in our saloon. Now, this was like a very plush little hotel back in the day. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, guys. You ready to see this? This spot right there. They used to have tables there, and Amanda and I would come here and in the evenings and just sit there and watch people. Such good memory. Such good memories. I love this place so much. Okay. This is the town center right here of Old Town. It's kind of like a square, and all these buildings all go around it. And they have like fun little shops, like tobacco shops and like tinsmiths and all types of things here. And so we're gonna walk through here. I'm gonna take you down here. I don't even know. I haven't been to Old Town in years. I mean years. So I don't even know if they still have it. But they used to have. That's the Johnson home. They used to have like a place here that would sell all these different types of crazy soda pops. So I'm hoping it's still here. If it is, we'll go there and show you. This is the Russ General Store. They have like we might have to go in there and get prickly pear lemonade. Dill pickle on a stick. Oh. Okay, we might have to do that. That sounds good. I'm not saying no to that. Walking out here, I'm gonna go take you right now to see if they have this soda pop shop. Oh, you guys, my heart just stopped. They have it. This is such good memories for me. It's the jerky and root beer shop. I love this place so much. Root beer floats, guys. Buy one, get one free. Let's go in and check out this place. Here it is. Look, they have all the different types of soda pops. And they got it. They have my favorite. I'm going to try to get it. I'll show you here in just a second what it is. Oh my gosh, I love this place. Okay, this is fun. Ready? Look at all the different types of soda pops they have. crazy flavors. Some of them are really good, and some of them you're like, why would they do that? So, you know, they have all these different soda. Soda with an attitude. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's go find, I'm gonna go show you my favorites. And then of course they have all kinds of jerky if you like that. Let me walk down here. You can see all the different types of like root beers and cream sodas they have here. These are, look at this. Blonde barrel aged root beer. Sounds super tempting. I do like root beer a lot. This is the one that I like the best. Butterscotch root beer, dang. Butterscotch root beer, it's one of my favorites. And that was what I get, but that blonde one sounds so intriguing. It's all root beer, that's all they have here. And they can make a float for you out of the different root beers. And one more here, guys, a Fitz cream soda is delish. Love it, yeah. They have them cold over here if you want to drink them cold. Let's get one. We're gonna let the store clerk tell us which one's best. Whichever one they say they like better, that's the one we're gonna get. Let's see what they say. All right, here, Nani, I got a question for you. All right, Dang root beer, which I love. I have that. This I've never had. It looks interesting though. This blonde barrel aged root beer. I'm gonna buy one and drink it right now. Which one should it be?
This one.
Which one? The Dang? Yeah. Because Dang's so good.
Yeah.
Really? This is not as good then.
No, that one is basically what it's gonna have. A lot of people attract because of the color.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be extremely sweet.
Oh, I like that though.
And as well, it doesn't gonna have the root beer flavor.
Okay.
It's like, so if you're trying something different, that's good. But if you want something vanilla based, it's better to try the frosty vanilla if we have it.
Okay.
We don't have it in the stock.
Do you have any more lemonades?
No, we don't have them. This one?
We
don't have them.
Oh, they're so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the Dang.
Yeah. You want me? So it's going to be.
Let's do it.
You want both of them or just one?
Just the one. Just the Dang.
Okay, it's gonna be $3.50.
All right. We got it. Oh. Woo. And the thing is when I used a long time ago, the store owner gave me a whole bag of bottle caps.
Oh.
And so I have a whole collection.
Now we sell them.
Do you really? Oh my gosh, back in the day. So now they sell the bottle caps.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. And look, I mean, this is I got it my bottle cap. What? Dang bottle cap. Thank you. Got the Dang root beer. This is like a butterscotch root beer. It's a total treat. So good. I feel like I should be doing like a commercial for them. You know, like when you watch TV and they're drinking something, nobody ever drinks anything normal. I mean, like normally you're just like, hey, let's drink. But a commercial, it's always like this. It's delicious. All right. Okay, I know this is going to sound super silly, and I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed by this, but I'm going to try it anyways. Do you guys see this bottle cap? Let me see here. It's bright orange. It's beautiful. I love it. It says Dang. This Dang soda. Here's what I'm going to do. This is crazy, and I'm feeling self-conscious. I'm doing this. If you want this bottle cap, I'm going to give this bottle cap away. All you have to do is right down below in the comments, write Dang PPP. Then I randomly select a winner in a couple of days here. If you are selected, I'll contact you and then I'll mail you this bottle cap. I know that seems kind of weird as a giveaway, but I just think it's cool that they sell them now. You could buy them, but I'm gonna give you this bottle cap, guys. It's orange, it's beautiful. The butterscotch root beer. If you're ever in Old Town or you have some type of means to get this is the only place I know where to get Dang. It's good. The original, Dang. That's good. I just got embarrassed about the bottle cap giveaway. And now I'm starting to don't do that. Now I'm embarrassed. I don't want people, because is it a dumb thing to do? I just thought it was cool because I like bottle caps, and now all of a sudden I'm like, my mind is like telling me like, why would you give away a bottle cap? I don't know. All right, let's continue on. Let's go around Old Town some more. Okay, continue on. Look at this place. This here is, they got food, fancy goods. Oh, by the way, they do ghost tours here. Amanda has done them. Amanda loves scary things, guys. I don't know if you know that about my wife, Amanda, because you look at her and you're like, oh, she's like a little princess. She loves scary. So she's done those ghost tours. We did them together once. Let's go down here. Let's see what they have. Maybe I'll go and order some food. Let's get some food. Okay, I am here at Bara Bara. And the reason I'm eating here, there's a place down here called Coyote Cafe that I almost went there, but I just couldn't do it. That's where Amanda and I would always go. That would be too much. It'd break my heart, break her heart eating there without her. So I'm going to go to Bara Bara, which is just as amazing. So, and I was talking to the host, and he's like, Chris, this is it. Eat here. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Okay. And another thing is, I asked him, I'm like, what is the food? He's like, 10 of 10. 10 of 10. And he says, he goes, the most popular is the skillet. What is it? The carne asada platter. He says that's the most popular. He goes, but a little known secret. He says you should order this, the Queso Fondito hot skillet. It's like a melted cheese pot. They give you corn chips and tortillas, and you eat it like that. So he's like, nobody really orders it. He goes, but that is the best. So that's what I'm gonna order. I'm gonna verify when the server comes. See, that was the host. He knows everything. But when the server comes, it's gonna double check with that, just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what we ordered. Okay, here we go. So this is what I was told. I was told that the Fondito hot skillet. Is that it? Is that what?
It is, huh?
Yes.
All right, we're doing it. Get that. I want that.
And for the tortillas, you prefer a flour or corn? Good question. I recommend flour.
Do you? Let's do that. Flour?
Yes.
And then just a large water.
Sounds good. I'll be right back.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, so dude, I mean, this is like they just brought up chips and a little bean dip, and you can't tell, it's little steams coming off because it's warm. And the salsa, it's delicious, guys. It's delicious. So we get a little bean dip. It's a little bit chilly, and so they set me out here by the fire to stay warm. I've never had the Fondito skillet, so I'm excited and a little nervous. And I have to show the salsa. I just had some. It's like, it's so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. You like chips and salsa? I could almost sustain on chips and salsa. If you had a chips and salsa and guacamole in one thing, then I'd be happy for forever. Mm-hmm. And peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I don't know why I talk about peanut butter all the time, but I felt like we're talking about things that we can only have. I need a little bit of peanut butter every once in a while on the side. And maybe just a smidge of chocolate too. You need a little bit, you have to have some chocolate too. So guacamole, queso, chips, peanut butter, and chocolate. So those would be, and maybe warm cookies. But if you had that, you'd always be happy. I need a calzone every once in a while. Just a nice little cheesy calzone. But you wouldn't need anything more than all of that. And a boysenberry pie. That's like the ultimate. You have to have a boysenberry pie. I don't know why we didn't mention that at the very beginning. That was bad on my part. Boysenberry pie. Okay. And Coca-Cola. You have to have a little Coca-Cola just to wash it down, which goes without saying. Oh, there we go. The water. Whoa! Oh, you guys, look at this. Okay, so right there's the tortillas. They said what you do is you open the tortillas and then you pinch it kind of like this, and you that's doesn't that look pretty? The cheese. Look at that bubble. You see that bubble? Why is that so cool? All right, I just ripped off some. No, it's warm. It's warm. Oh, it smells good. So they said just pinch it, but first I'm gonna just use a fork just to get it started. Oh my gosh. You can't smell it, but it's like overpowering overpowering with cheese smell. A little bit of meat in it. So good. That's so good. Oh, it's good. I don't know. I've never had this before. That is so delicious. I'm in shock. Okay, cheese, a little bit of meat. Okay, there it is. Ooh, a little hot. That's delicious. That's delicious. All right, we'll come back when I'm done eating. Oh my gosh.
Hi guys.
This is so good.
It's good.
It is, yeah, this is amazing. This is whatever witchcraft or voodoo or magic you did to make this so good. It's amazing.
Oh.
I love it. This is my favorite I've ever had.
Oh, okay.
So
Enjoy.
thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. More water?
Oh, more water.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So the host, my server, and I think the busboy, they all confirmed this is what you want to get. It's called the Fondito Bandit. All right, what's the name of it? Okay. The Queso Fondito hot skillet. Oh, you know what the only problem with Mexican food is there's never enough. Just kidding. It's the best and I love it. I can always eat it all day long. Okay, we just got done eating. I'm gonna go walk around a little bit more about Old Town and show you some other stores. Most people just hang out in this area here because there's all the stores like right around here. So this makes a square. It's got nice little cool stuff here. But I think we have time. Is if you walk kind of off the beaten path, you can go down to one of the oldest cemeteries. And so I thought I'd like to go there, just kind of pay my respects. So I think that's what I'll try to do. You guys, I was just literally thinking about that. It was kind of a little bit stressful to get the passport. Still haven't got it all the way through. But the process wasn't stressful. I just got nervous for whatever reason. And I feel like we kind of deserve a treat for that. So let's go in to this cousin's candy shop and get a honey stick. You and I. Let's do it right now. Have you guys ever had a honey stick? It's like a little honey and they flavor it. Even though I'm an adult, I love to look at the candy. Oh, grapefruit slices. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Okay. Honey sticks. And so that's just pure, straight, pure honey. We don't want that. We want to do something different. And the colors are intriguing. But you have licorice flavor, root beer, orange, peach, cinnamon, cherry, strawberry. Looks like this is lemon, green apple, banana. Ooh, this one looks like it's very popular. This one's sold out. What is that one? Uh-oh, I don't know. What is this one? This looks ginger. Don't want ginger. There's pink lemonade right back there. Let's go for pink lemonade. Oh, grape. What is this? Blueberry. Let's go with pink lemonade. We deserve it, guys. We deserve this. This is our treat for doing such a good job today. All right, so anyway, this is Paul. He's got my my honey stick. He's gonna boop cut that right there. Doop. This is it. Are these very popular?
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
I think they're amazing. What I got the pink lemonade. Did I get the best flavor?
Yeah.
Did I?
So. I would say so. Pink
You
lemonade's
hesitated,
really good.
Paul.
I'd say green apple, but pink lemonade's pretty
Aww.
Oh. All right, let's do this. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, I just got out and got my honey stick. I also just washed my hands. Make sure your hands are all clean. And then I am going to now enjoy my honey stick. Okay, so this honey stick, if you've never had one, it's just pure honey, and then they flavor it. And sometimes people get it, and they'll put it like in a drink, like whatever. Oh, it's delicious. So good. And, oh, that one tastes very good. You squeeze the bottom. It comes right to the top. It's honey. Did you know that honey is actually healthy for you? And another really interesting thing, pure honey never expires. Did you know that? It's really the only thing. It's like a natural preservative. There was times, I'm not even, this is straight up the truth. Let me get the last little bit of this out. Hang on, I don't want to waste any of this honey. Scooch it up, scooch it up. They have found mummies that have been buried over 2,000 years, and they have pots of honey that they were set off the side to them, and the honey is still good. You could go in and you could eat it. It's over 2,000 years. The reason is honey, if bacteria ever gets into honey, it sucks all the moisture out of the bacteria and kills it. It can't survive in it. It's one of the few things that, I mean, nothing can survive in it. And it's really healthy for us. So yeah, honey stick, you should try it. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's go to the cemetery. I get distracted. Literally, my mind is all over the place. That's really Old Town here. Then if you kind of turn, you go down here. This still is kind of like part of Old Town. There's a historic, they have shops and parking as you go down the street, souvenirs. But I'm gonna take you down to the cemetery and walk down there. Go here, check, I mean, like this alley walks down, you get all kinds of cool things. I love it. They've gotta have Padres hats. Ugh, I see an LA Dodger hat right up top. That's so disturbing to me. Good grief. That's, what are they doing? We're in San Diego, guys, come on. Okay, I had to show you this, guys. It's called the Whaley House. It is considered to be one of America's most haunted houses. And this is it, it's right here. You walk right in. Amanda loves it here. And this is one of her favorite things, but it's called the Whaley House. And it's supposed to be super, super haunted. So this is the area. Amanda and I have taken this tour, and they take you back here and they tell you all about what's going on, like this, the Whaley House Museum shop, and all kinds of things. There's all kinds of spooky things that have happened here, but it's called the Whaley House. Yeah. I don't know much more about it than that. I'll have to have Amanda come talk about this. She knows everything there is to know about it. I'm just trying to show you some things here. I know I'm going to get to the cemetery, but that's the Cafe Coyote right there. That is where Amanda and I like to go eat. It's all in there, and they have fantastic tacos. They're delicious. Okay, we're going to continue on right down the street. All right, give me a moment to just process my thoughts. This place means a lot to me. I used to come here with my family and friends a lot. I love this place. Sometimes in life, we get caught up with things that are not important, but we don't realize that at the time. We think it's important, and then later on we realize maybe it wasn't so important. For example, we always want to have like the nicest and coolest and best of everything. Well, that's not always, that doesn't really make us happy. That's fleeting. Like you really want to get a really cool car, and then guess what? After a while, you get bored of that car. You have to have the best clothing, and after a while, you get bored of that clothing. Here's what doesn't flee, is memories with your family and good friends. Make friends with people who build you up. Have your family members build you up. You want to be around people who are going to constantly make you feel good about yourself. And those are memories that you can cherish, and those don't fade. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but here we are, guys. Check out this amazing cemetery. I want to walk in there. This is the El Campo Santo Cemetery, founded in 1849, State Historical Landmark number 68. It's also known as the Holy Field. These are real graves. These are you know, not Street Farm, they have like a boot hill, whatever. No, this is a real cemetery. These are real graves. You come here to show your respect. Don't walk on the graves, walk around them. It's peaceful. And they have like little placards. Some of them are heartbreaking because, you know, they're like little children. It's just like, it makes me so sad. And you got other, you know, just amazing. I mean, memories of these amazing people who came here, and their life was not easy. What is interesting about this graveyard is they didn't realize that this graveyard actually was spread out and it went very far. And in 1993, they had paved a road over here, and they realized that they maybe had paved over graves. So in 1993, they went in and using like this, what is this? Like a survey, almost like a radar machine. They were like shooting it down, and they were able to determine grave sites, and they have them marked. So they're marked around Old Town. I'll show them to you. So we're gonna walk outside of the cemetery, and like if you see like right there, immediately we found one right there. This is a grave site. We're standing on top of a grave site. Somebody was buried there, but they don't know who because they tore that up. So if you look, there's another one right here. There's another grave site right there, and there's another one. See, and if you'll notice, so most people don't look at those, but they're all throughout. They're all throughout Old Town. Those are grave sites. There's another one. You see them along, and they're even out in the street. There's even one just right there where the curb is. That was a grave site. We're even out here in the road. It says grave site right there. And there's another one. So I'm just gonna go back to what I was saying real quickly because I just want to complete the thought. A lot of times people think if I had more money I'd be happy, or if I know there's always, and it's done through tricks of marketing. You guys know that, like selling things, they make you think like, oh, if you buy this, you're gonna be happy. If you have this makeup brand, you're gonna be happy. If you drive this car, you'll be successful. If you dress like this, then you're gonna be amazingly happy. That's not true. What makes you happy is accepting yourself and also surrounding yourself around good people and make good memories. Like, make memories and enjoy those memories. That's really, at the end of the day, it's about having those memories where you're sharing with your family and friends. That's it. You guys, this is crazy. We got the Coons family from Canada. And they're like, what are you doing down here? I'm like, I don't know. I should be back at Disney. Yay! All right, so here I'm back here at the Whaley house. Do you guys want to know something interesting? Do you know why ghosts like to take elevators? Yeah, because it uplifts their spirits. Okay, that's where finally, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, go Padres. Finally, that's looking good. Oh, that looks good. I like it. Okay. So the guy was like, hey, he's trying on the Padres. He's trying on the poncho. Try it on. They look good on you, the Padres. And I was like, it's okay. And he's like, oh, you want to try on the Dodgers? I was like, what? What? No, I do not want to try the Dodgers. Okay, so it's almost 2:00. I have to be back at the passport by 3. I'm going to leave there. It only takes me 15 minutes, if that, to get there. But I want to be punctual. I want to make sure that this goes smoothly. So I'm going to get there a little bit early. And then, yeah, so I'm going to turn the camera off. I will turn it off right when I get there to say hi. And then hopefully everything works out. Okay. All right, here I am. I'm at the office. I'm going to go in and hopefully, I think everything should be fine. But I'm still, you always get nervous. Like, I hope everything processed and everything like that. So we're going to go in and I'll come back and let you know how it goes. Woo! Success! Yes! Got the passport! So I'm very excited about that. I just want to say thank you to all the people who work at the San Diego Passport Office. You guys are awesome. And my advice is, if you ever have to do this, don't do it like this. Do it by mail. It's such no hassle there. But if you ever have to do this expedited thing, have all the paperwork done, have everything you need, everything filled out. So when you get there, you hand it to them. They can then do their job. Don't come in there like wondering what to do. Just read everything and have it all filled out. I am a basket case. Okay, here's what happened. They handed me this envelope, right? This blue envelope. This blue envelope has my old passport in it. And then they handed me my new passport. And then I take the elevator down. I get the lobby. I look in the blue envelope. I see my old passport, but I don't see my new passport. And I'm like, I lost it. I'm like going, like looking around. I'm like tapping my pockets. I'm holding my passport in my hand, my new one. And I'm like oblivious to it. I think I'm just like I was just like so shell shocked. All of a sudden I looked down like, oh my gosh, you freaking knucklehead. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us for today. To learn about passports and also spending time in Old Town. Woo! The next video is going to be awesome because it's kind of a surprise. That'll be coming out tomorrow.